Hello, third grade scholars and anyone else who is tuning in. This is Mr. Martin, music teacher from South Bronx Classical 1. This is going to be a video on our recorder songs. So I figured since you guys are stuck at home, some of you have recorders and you don't have any music for them, I will post some videos of me playing the songs and you can then see the music as well so you can continue practicing recorder, because if and when we do come back, whenever that ends up being, we're going to be able to continue with our pirate treasure tracker. I know I'm doing that at school 1. I know Mr. Alvarez is planning to do that at school 2. So I'll be posting these videos so that you can continue practicing so that you're ready when we get back. So I'm going to share my screen here for a second. I will also be sending this PowerPoint out to all of my scholars at school 1. And you can also always just watch the video and pause it where you need to pause it so you can see the music. First, let's just remind ourselves of our 4-step practice process that we need to go through every single time we're looking at a new song or a new part of a song. First, you practice the counts. You need to say the rhythm over the steady beat. Then you need to practice the pitches. Saying the pitches in that same rhythm over a steady beat. Practice the fingerings along with saying the pitch names. And then you can finally play the section or the song. The reason we go through this whole process is that it ensures that we have all the tools we need to be successful instead of just trying to play it right away. If you're playing it and you make some mistakes, figure out what that mistake is. For example, if it's a rhythm mistake, you should go back to step number 1 because that's where we practice the rhythm. So let's go for an example for that. So let's say I'm practicing number 4 here, changing notes. And I'm going to start with step 1, which is the counts. I'll set myself a steady beat, and I'll say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then I'll go to step 2. If I feel good about what I did with step 1, I'll say G, 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 A, A, and so on. Again, if I make mistakes in these steps, it's important that I go back and fix them before I make them a habit. Step 3, then I'll get my recorder and I'll practice the fingerings along with it. So now I'm going G, 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 A, 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 G, G, G. Then finally, if I nail all 3 of those steps, then I will play. I'll set myself a beat and I'll go 1, 2, ready, and. If I were to make a mistake there, like this, if I would go, I was making some rhythm mistakes there. I was not counting correctly, so I would go back to step 1 and do the counts over again. Once I feel like I got those counts down, then I can skip the other steps and go back to step 4, which is playing. So just for your reference as well, at school 1 we always talk about the 4 questions to ask when you squeak. Is my air too harsh? Am I using correct posture? Are all my fingers covering the holes? And is my tongue too harsh? If you find yourself squeaking regular and you don't know why, ask yourself these questions and then look at the solution. If you believe that. If you're not sure why you're squeaking, just try one of them. Try it using gentler air. If it fixes it, then great. If it didn't, try another one. Okay, so now the second half of these videos will be me just going through all of our songs and playing them so you know what they're supposed to sound like, and then giving you the opportunity to play them as well. So we're going to start right at the beginning. Today's video is pages 4 through 6, and then I'll be posting more for some of the more advanced players in the next few days, okay? So how this will work, I'll play a song. We're going to start with number 1 because it's a great place to start. Start with number 1. I'll play it once, and then I encourage you to pause the video, go through the steps for yourself before practice steps, and then unpause it, and then we can play it together. If you feel like you nailed it, awesome. If you need to rewind and keep practicing, that's fine. Okay. It's also okay for you to just play sections. You might just play the first measure and the second measure and play that as a group, and then you can go on to play the next ones, and then you can put them together. Just like solving a big problem, you solve one small one first, the other small one, and then the big problem. So here we go. This is number 1. This is number 1. I would use this time to just listen to it so you know what it's supposed to sound like. So this is number 1. 1, 2, ready. Notice I use a nice two-tongue every single note. So here's where you would pause the video so you can practice it. And now let's play number one together. Number one together. 1, 2, ready. Also number 2. Here comes number 2. Listen this time. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, here's where you pause. Go ahead and pause so you can practice. Now let's play number 2 together. 1, 2, ready, and. Awesome. So now on to number 3. On number 3, you can check these fingering charts if you need to. If the hole is colored in, then that means you cover the hole with your finger. If it's not colored in, then you do not. Number 3. 1, 2, ready, and. Pause and practice. Here we go, number 3 together. 1, 2, ready, and. Awesome. Now going over to the next page. Now looking at number 4. At number 4, I play first, you practice, you pause me while you're practicing, and then we play it together. Me first, number 4. 1, 2, ready, and. You practice. And here we go together, number 4 now. 1, 2, ready, and. Also, here comes number 5. Here comes number 5. 1, 2, ready, and. You practice. And now number 5 together. Now that you've practiced. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Awesome. So now we're down to number 6. Number 6 is the first level of our pirate treasure tracker. It is Pearl. If you have not passed Pearl yet, then you will get an opportunity, at least in school 1. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. Here's number 6. Here's number 6. Me first. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, you practice. Make sure you're moving those fingers smoothly and that each one is covering when you put it back down. It's very likely on this one you will squeak because of your fingers. Okay, now number 6 together. Again, you're making sure that we sound the same when we play together. If we don't, then try to figure out why. Number 6, here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. Now we're on to number 7. Oh boy, number 7. And then we'll go to number 8. Number 7 here. Notice this one has the counts underneath it. Do not get confused with just counting those numbers. They give you all 4 beats in each measure. You do not have a note on each one of them. They're just trying to help you do step 1. So don't let that confuse you, though. It's important to know that when there are rests, the beats still exist. So they're still there. It's just you don't have any sound on them. So you'll go 1, 3, not 1, 2, 3, 4 when you're counting. Okay, so me first, number 7, then you will practice. 1, 2, ready, and. You practice, be careful on that first step, not to just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go, number 7 together. 1, 2, ready, and. Again, if you didn't quite sound the same as me, try rewinding the video and playing it again. And last one for today, number 8. Last one for today, number 8. This one, it's different. It's tricky rhythms, but they don't help you with those counts. So on step 1, you got to be very careful as you go through on step 1. Here's number 8, me first. 1, 2, ready, and. As you're practicing this one, make sure to remember that the rests don't have any sound, but there's still a beat. That beat still exists if it's in a rest. So take a second to practice. Make sure you pause the video while you're practicing. And here we go. Last one, me and you together, number 8. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Very nicely done. So you can rewind all of these videos and pause the video on the music that you need to see. And I'll continue posting these. That was just pages 4 and 5. I didn't have time to do page 6. That was just pages 4 and 5. I'll do more tomorrow, and I'll do more next week. And these will keep coming as long as we are doing e-learning, so that you can continue practicing your recorder. Down in the description of the video, I'm going to post a link for my School 1 scholars. That is a link to my private Zoom meeting room. On Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 to 4:30 after the school day, you'll be able to video in and take a shot at one of the Pirate Treasure trackers. Okay, so far you've seen number 6. Silver, I believe, is number 12, and gold is 14. Those videos will be coming. That'll be on tomorrow's video, and then early on next week, and I'll keep working it through. So if you've already gotten yourself up to gold or emerald or even further, then you just need to be a little patient. I'm doing the videos from the beginning of the book, and they're going to keep coming. Okay. So again, check that link down in the description for my Zoom meeting. Do not come into that Zoom meeting other than on Wednesdays and Fridays at 4:30. Not at 4:30, between 4 o'clock and 4:30. Do not do it any other time. I will not be there, and I will not answer. If you forgot what level you're on, and again, you're one of my School 1 scholars, I'm going to send out a Jupiter message to your parents with pictures of our tracker so you can know where you stand. So thank you for joining me for day 1 of Recordal. You'll see another video like this tomorrow and more next week. Have a good day.